Okay, so Minecraft Live just pretty much concluded. They're doing like the after show right now, so I decided to just go ahead and make a video real quick. But I am so excited for everything that they're pretty much adding. They're adding so much right now, and it's actually insane. They're pretty much gonna add a new mob. We get actually 2 new mobs. No, wait, 3 new mobs. Technically, one of the mobs already existed, but was just previously unused in the game. But we're gonna get the Nautilus. Now, the Nautilus is a new underwater mob that you can find deep into the oceans, and you can actually tame with pufferfish, and you can even breed it with pufferfish as well to get a baby Nautilus. And apparently, we're actually going to be able to ride them with a saddle. You can dash with them, jump out of the water, back into the water. They are actually just a really sick mob. And not only that, you can actually get Nautilus armor. Now, whoa, hold on. Before you get a little too excited, at first, whenever I first heard this, I thought it was going to be like the Nautilus shell as like a player armor. But no, you're going to be able to craft armor from, I assume, leather all the way to netherite for the actual Nautilus mob, which is actually insane. It's so insane. And not only that, there's actually another variant of Nautilus, the zombie Nautilus. Now with the zombie Nautilus, apparently drowns can actually ride the zombie Nautilus and chase you around a little bit faster than they would, which is kind of terrifying considering that like drowned is already kind of OP when it has a trident. But now it's going to be able to chase you a lot faster with that trident. It's going to be very terrifying, to say the least. Not only that, we are going to be getting spears. They're adding spears into Minecraft, which I already kind of had like kind of spoilers, but I personally thought it was going to be like 2 sticks and a Nautilus shell used in the spear crafting recipe. No, it's going to be any type of like, you know, like the usual like wood, iron, diamond, netherite. Those basic materials that we use for our armor, swords, and axes and whatnot are going to be used inside the spears. So now we can actually joust with horses, joust on happy gas. You can even joust with Nautilus now. It's actually really cool. That it's actually sick, honestly. And how they even said that with the actual spear, you can, it has 2 modes of attack. You can either just jab with it, or when you're on a horse, or I believe any kind of rideable mob, you would be able to kind of just like put it downwards, like you're just kind of about to jab with it, but just hold it down and just ride your mob, and you can hit something with it. But they did say that while you're holding it, it will over time kind of jiggle and it's like slowly but surely kind of just like fall downwards pretty much. And that just kind of means it's going to do less damage, less knockback. So the longer you hold it there, the less damage it's going to do. And they did say that the more tiers that you go up, so let's say like you have an iron spear, it's going to do less damage. So when you get the iron spear, you have a little bit longer time to like hold it. But whenever you have like a diamond or netherite spear, you have less time to hold it up, and it's going to fall down a lot quicker. And I assume that's going to be due to the amount of damage it's going to do. Now, for the final mob that actually got added in this update, that will be returning, that has never been used but has always been in the game, the zombie horse. The zombie horse that has been in the game for years now will finally be available in Minecraft Survival. Zombies can spawn with the zombie horse. They can spawn on it. I assume they're gonna have spears whenever they spawn, but they can actually spawn on top of the zombie horse. Now, I don't think it's gonna be like, what is it, the skeleton horse trap, you know, where like you see a skeleton horse just randomly in the wild, you're like, oh, that looks cool, I want to get that, and you walk up to it and big old thing of lightning strikes down, and like 4 of them spawn, and now you have to like run away because there's 4 skeletons chasing after you on their like their horses. I don't think it's gonna be anything like that. I think they're just gonna spawn with the zombie horse, and then like just like kind of like a chicken jockey would, and just usually like that. So I think that's how they're gonna spawn typically. Now spawn rates, I'm not really sure what the spawn rates would be for that, and I'm not sure if the zombie horse will burn in the daylight as well, because the skeleton horse doesn't burn in the daylight. So I don't really know if the zombie horse will burn in the daylight. I'll have to kind of test that in creative. Actually, let me go ahead and test it in creative real quick, just to see if the zombie horse does spawn in the daylight real quick. Because if we can kind of confirm that it would possibly spawn in the daylight, then that would typically just mean that, you know, it probably will like, or burn in the daylight, then that would probably mean that it will actually go ahead and burn in the daylight, you know, typically in like the regular things. So there's a zombie horse. We've already kind of seen it inside the actual like game. It's been in here for years, but it's never had a use. But now it can actually spawn with the actual zombies. So there you guys go. There's the zombie horse. It actually looks really, really sick. And if we just go ahead and put time that day, it does not burn. So that probably means that it's not going to burn in actual survival Minecraft. I think they're literally just adding it into the game. I don't think they're going to be changing any like mechanics with the zombie horse whatsoever. It's just that it's actually being added into survival Minecraft. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. That's literally it. There's literally nothing else that can be said about the next game drop that's going to be coming out. That's all the information we have. Maybe they'll add a little bit more later on. Maybe we'll get a surprise later on like we did with the copper golem. Who knows? So regardless, I'm glad that we're getting 2 new zombie variants into the game: a zombie Nautilus, zombie horse, and just the regular Nautilus, along with the Nautilus baby form. So that's actually really, really sick. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. If you guys do enjoy my videos and actually want to see more updates, or even just want to follow me for my like massive underground city that I'm building, go ahead and subscribe, like, follow me, anything pretty much. So go ahead and do all that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.